So this is the Combat Station. I'm your host, Ty Matthews, and today we have a special guest on, Antonio Mckee. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm up here at PFL in Florida. I got a girl getting ready to fight Claressa Shields.
What you coaching the girl that's fighting Claressa Shields?
No, Claressa Shields is fighting my girl.
So I'm gonna ask you, what are you training her to do? How are you gonna beat Claressa Shields? What's your game plan?
She's gonna sell the striking game with her, and then take her down and beat her up because she has no ground. And my girl's a good fighter. She's a well-rounded fighter. She's young, but she possesses knockout power in every hand from Guadalajara. So, it should be a very interesting fight. They got us a 3-1 underdog. That's a big mistake. Nobody at the body shop should ever be a 3-1 underdog.
So, Antonio, I was going to ask you, obviously, your son, AJ, last month won the belt, beat Patricio Pitbull. Do you have any news of what his next fight may be?
We're negotiating the contract right now. That didn't surprise me that he beat Patricio Pitbull. I said it'd be an easy fight, and he beat him in less than 2 minutes. I mean, Aj Mckee is something different. You guys ain't never seen a fighter that fight like this kid. This kid is very, 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 very explosive, very exciting, very dynamic. I mean, he's good everywhere. And I think it's just a matter of time for him to prove that he's the best fighter in the world at all weight classes. Whatever weight class he goes, he's just that good.
Is there a chance we see the rematch of Patricio next, or are you looking at other options?
Well, I'm sure Patricio deserves a rematch. He's a champ. And, he might have had a bad day. But me personally, if you go back and you look at the interviews, I said he would get beat in the first round. I said, this is the easiest fight my son has had in the whole tournament. What is a guy 5'1" with a 67-inch reach going to do to a guy that's 5'10" and got a 74-inch reach? And he's bigger, and he's younger, and he's stronger. How's he supposed to win?
I don't know, mate. Can I ask something? Another fighter you have, Jaylon Bates, recently got a win. Where would you rank him compared to your son, AJ?
He's about 2 years behind. 2 years behind AJ, but if he puts in the hard work within a year, year and a half, he could be right there too. They got real similar styles, easy to transition. Easy to transition his style for MMA, especially the way we train.
Do you think he will be champion one day? Do you think he'll be as good as AJ?
Absolutely. I think by the end of next year, he should be running for the title.
Now, Antonio, I'm going to ask you about yourself. You've never made an official retirement announcement. You said a few years ago that you were gonna go on a run for the Bellator Lightweight Championship. Do you think you will ever fight again?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to take away from my son. His career is far most important. There's some talks right now. That's not a problem for me to go in there and fight. The question is, can my body hold up? Me personally, I'm in great shape. I train with AJ and Joey Davis every day. I'm training with these youngsters every day. So do I think I can do it? Absolutely. There's no promoter, that can tell me I can't fight, because I can. I can pass all the physicals. I have no issues at all. So at 52 years old, I would love to fight again. I mean, I'm just as good as I'm actually better than what I used to be. You saw my fight against Sarah Pie. You saw kicks. You saw yokos. You saw a good stand-up game. I keep evolving with my fighters, and that's why they do so well.
So, Antonio, I'm going to ask something. You've obviously had a lot of fights for your career. What has been your lowest moment and what has been your highest, in your opinion?
I'll say my lowest moment was when I realized all the fighters was on steroids, and I can't keep up at that pace on the juice. And the highest point is when you start to step in and start testing. my fight career, to me, I just had fun, man. I didn't give a shit what nobody thought. I didn't care what the fans thought. I wasn't in it for that. I wasn't in it for the money. I just like to fight. Now with my son's a little different. I basically brought him in the game to be entertaining and to be the best. And as you can see, nobody can beat him. He's put everybody out in less than 2 minutes. Come on, man.
If you could do it all again, would you?
Absolutely. I ain't done. I'm going to make another run for it. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do this until I don't enjoy it. Once it becomes like a job, then I'll stop doing it because I don't enjoy it. But right now, man, I enjoy every moment of it.
Is there any regrets you have throughout your career?
Say that again?
Are there any regrets that you have, or are you completely happy with how your career's gone so far?
Yeah, I wish I would have. I wish I would have never went to the UFC to fight.
Is it no UFC?
Nah, I wish I wouldn't have done that. At that time, I was going through stuff. I wasn't ready to deal with the politics, and I wasn't ready to deal with the pressures in my personal life that I was going through.
Now, I'm gonna ask one more question. Everyone's saying that your son AJ should go UFC. I was gonna ask, do you think he should move up and fight for the Bellator lightweight championship?
No, what I think is, I think they need to unify the belts and let my son go beat up the dude in the UFC for UFC money. He would work those guys, dude. Those would be easy fights for him. He'd go over there and kill it. Let's unify the belts and let's say who is the pound for pound best 145 pounder in the world. Doesn't that make more sense?
Yeah, it does, mate. Well, Antonio, it's been a pleasure having you on. I'm just going to quickly ask anything you want to say to your fans before we wrap up.
Hey, just keep following the Body Shop. As you can see, we're taking over. The best fighters in the world. Look at our roster. Hopefully, I'll get Coach of the Year because you know what? I deserve it, man. I work my ass off. And AJ deserves to get Fighter of the Year. He's done some amazing things this year in 2021 with all those finishes at the highest level of the game. I think, I would just hope our fans get behind us and support us and, put us on that roster for Coach of the Year and Fighter of the Year.
Well, Antonio, I hope you clearly deserve it. And your son also, he deserves it as well. So it's been a pleasure having you on. Thanks you for your time.
All right. Thank you, brother.
This has been the Combat Station, and we are out.